Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 28th of September, 2025, and in this video we're going to be talking about the limited edition silver proof set as well as the silver proof set from 2025 that came out on August 7th. Now, before any of that, though, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. It's actually a really big number. You can look it up on the Google machine. It's ginormous. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Now, let's bounce over to moneymetals.com. I can show you where the live spot prices ended the week. So gold finished the week at 37.73.85, silver at 46.27, platinum at 15.93.85, palladium at 1282.20, and Dr. Copper finished the week at 476 per pound. Down over here, you're looking at it in stock, American Silver Eagle. That's the bullion strike. It doesn't have any mint mark below that left wing there. For a quantity of 1 through 39, they'll ask that you pay $52.96. That's almost $53 at that $53 threshold. And will we see 55? Right? Double nickel before we see $50. I imagine we will. Now let's look at the buyback price. That's the sell to them price is $45.51 each. And remember on what is it, Friday or Saturday, that sell to them price was actually below the spot price for silver. So 45.51, yeah, that's definitely below the silver spot price. And what makes you think that, well, why do you think they have a lower spot price or the buyback price than the spot price? Do you think they think the price is going to go down? The spot price is going to come down on Monday? Could be. It's definitely, it seems like a gamble. And it doesn't seem like it's highly desirable for them to pick those up at this price right now. That's an interesting thing. Now let's pop over here. This is a silver proof set. This is what's all the hubbub about right here. These two coins. It's the 2025 Lincoln cent. Even though this is a silver proof set, that is a clad coin right there, as well as the Jefferson nickel and the Sacagawea dollar. And it would be really cool, actually, if the the Jefferson nickel was at least 35% nickel. I think people would be down for that. Now, the other coin that's going to be a big deal. So first of all, the reason why the Lincoln cent is kind of desirable this year is people feel that this is going to be the last year of the Lincoln cent. So the last year and the first year in collectibles are generally the most desirable unless something else happens. And if it is the last year of the Lincoln cent, well, people who picked up this set are pretty stoked. People that picked up the clad proof set are pretty stoked, I would imagine. But we'll see. Maybe next year we'll see this Lincoln cent in numismatic products, maybe not in original bank wrap rolls, perhaps, but that's all speculation. That's all rumors. We don't know really what's going to happen. The Mint hasn't really come out and said anything about that, even though we're 3 months away from the end of the year. I mean, heck, I think 3 months from now we're looking at the holidays. That's incredible. Also, what makes this set important to collectors? Well, you're looking at that Kennedy half dollar. It's the last of the Kennedy half dollars facing left. Last of the heraldic eagle, as you can see there on the, oh, hi, how are you? There we go. The last of the heraldic eagle, that's the reverse. So next year we're going to have the semi-quincentennial celebration, and then 2027, Kennedy's going to make a reappearance, and he's going to be facing to the right or to the east, and it's going to be, well, without the heraldic eagle. I believe it's going to have a sports theme. So that should be pretty interesting to see how that all plays out. Now, have you seen what the prices are for these particular items on eBay? So here we are at the silver proof set, and you won't believe it. Look at this 309 here. Wow, look at that 478.95. That is incredible. That's so aggressive. I love it. 349 there, new listing. 303 there with 29 bids with 18 hours left. Wonder how high that's going to go. And if it actually does go above 325, which I doubt, why would you, ramp up your bids past 325 if you can buy it now for 325, right? So I imagine if that went to 330, that would be a break even with this particular set here. 305 there, 350 there, 349. As you can see, that is a lot of money, especially because the set sold for $150. And that's not all, folks. That's just a silver proof set right now. No water bottle needed, thank you. Got a mug. Mugs are great for water. Now, this is the highly coveted Lincoln cent from this year, and this is the clad proof, okay? This one's got a Thomas Cleveland signature, 136.84. And I got to ask, when you submit a coin, do they have extra labels of Thomas Cleveland setting around, and can you request that? Wouldn't that be cool if you could? Yeah, All right, here's a Proof 70 Deep Cameo, $82, sold on September 27. Here's the circulation strikes along with that Proof strike for $49.95 right there. $119 for a Proof 70 Red Ultra Cameo. Wow, that's a good bit of money. And that's not all, folks. And these are just the realized prices here. Look at that. So I like that label with the American flag. Proof 70 Red Ultra Cameo, $134.95. And so on and so forth. So yeah, we're still on September 27, if you can believe it. September 27. This is a Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. It's red. Yeah, $70 for a Proof 69. That is incredible, folks. That is bonkers. I mean, that you'd never see that in a typical year. Normally it'd be like $19, right? Look at this one. PCGS graded Proof 69 Deep Cameo. It's $49.99. That is remarkable. Here's 46. That's got to be a Proof 69. There you go. There's an 84 for a Proof 70. So you can see what's happening here. Also, check this out. This is the other coin that's in there that's highly valuable. It's a 2025 San Francisco struck Kennedy half dollar in silver. Okay. And remember, when we talked about the silver proof set initially, way back when in early August, we had mentioned that the Kennedy half dollar was actually selling for about $150 to $120 to $130. And yeah, that's not the case now. I mean, this is an advanced release, obviously a little bit more than your typical, first strike or first day of issue or just regular base. But still, it's not $150. And that was the cost of the silver proof set. Now you're looking at $259. I mean, that is incredible. If you added up just the Lincoln cent at let's just say $84 right there, plus the $259. I mean, you're looking at what? Well, that's $260 plus 90, right? That is incredible. That is a lot of money, right? And that's why you see the silver proof sets selling for about $300 to $350. It is remarkable what's going on here. Here's the silver one for $229. There's a 69. That's a proof 69 for $149. And typically the 69, that's what we see here, sells for what the raw grades for. That's the raw cost actually. Yeah, raw here, $149.95, graded $149. And we're still just a couple days ago. That's a 26 there. Raw here, $159. 210. What's up with your friend? That's a lot of money for a Kennedy half dollar. But it is the last year, and people are paying these prices for it. I mean, you can see you're still on the 26 here, $225 there. Yeah, so if you missed out on that, there is another way, but it will be without that Lincoln cent. Now, did you also miss out on the San Francisco proof? Yeah, you may have. I mean, there was only a mintage limit and product limit rather of 110,000. The mintage limit is 158,008. That includes the bulk, folks, as well as the limited edition silver proof set. And this was actually gonzo, probably within 2 to 3 days of its issuance. Okay, and that was kind of surprising. You don't typically see a San Francisco Silver Eagle sell out that rapidly, but there's a good reason, because this is the last. The United States Mint said there's no plans going forward for a San Francisco struck American Silver Eagle. I mean, after that, that's it. I mean, the only other times you're actually going to be able to pick this up, a San Francisco struck American Silver Eagle, is, I believe, the Navy Privy Mark 1 and the limited edition silver proof set. And what is this coin selling for, you wonder? Let's go to eBay and find out. Here we go. Bingo. And this is the San Francisco struck right here. American Silver Eagle. And I have here sold. Look at the Army in raw. $244.95. That's a distraction. All right, here we go with the black core here for a Proof 70 Ultra Cameo is $149. The issue price was $95. Yeah, look at this one. This is just raw, $123. There's a Proof 70 Deep Cameo, $164. And when I first showcased these particular coins, they were about $114 to $125. The price has gone up by about $50 to $60 now since these have been sold out. There's a Proof 70 Ultra Cameo. And look at the date on all these. Look at this. This is incredible. These are selling like hotcakes, right? Look at that. Okay, so there's one here. Oops, I think we're going to... Yeah, I thought the computer was going to crash. I was like, don't do it. Yeah, okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a 70, 149, 9, 10. Yeah, these are on the 27th. This is just yesterday. So these are definitely in the eye of Sauron's vision right here. right? These are hot right now. 164 there, 149 there, 189. We're still on the 27th. Ooh, that's kind of cool, even though it doesn't have any military privy on it. That's still kind of cool. It's got the, I can't even see it, actually. It's invisible. 169 there, 149 there, 164. And we're still on the 27th, folks. These are hot item right about now. And that's the Army privy. Not going to talk about it. Look at this. Okay, here we go. The Proof 69 Ultra Cameo. That's the first one we've seen. It's $110. And honestly, I'd probably spend the extra 25, okay, to get the 70. But then again, sometimes you just want to have it, right? 239 there. That's not what we're talking about. 164. So you can see what's going on here. It's an incredible year for the United States Mint's American Silver Eagle from San Francisco, as well as the San Francisco Silver Proof Kennedy half dollar and the Lincoln cent. Now let's keep on keeping on. You know, you can pick these up right here, that coin, the silver, American Silver Eagle out of San Francisco. And you can also pick up the Kennedy half dollar, as you can see here with these two. So these are pretty special. It doesn't have, this set does not have the proof Lincoln cent, but you can pick up, that's right, the Kennedy half dollar and the American Silver Eagle. Now, if you add those two up, yeah, look at that. $255 seems like a bargain now, considering for what these are selling for on eBay. You're like 150 there, 150 there. That's $300. That is incredible. And that's $45 more than what this set sells for. Now, you might break even if you're going to flip it on eBay because, well, there are fees from eBay. There's fees for shipping and fees on PayPal. But that does leave you the rest of the coins out there. You've got the 5 American Women quarters as well as the dime. All right. So this is a silver proof set. And like I said, it'd be cool if they added, and they're not doing any more of these. Remember, let's go over the subscription here. It says here, thank you for subscribing to the limited edition silver proof set. No, I'm good, man. Thanks. Limited edition silver proof set. There are currently no further releases scheduled for this product beyond 2025 as we create new numismatic products to enhance your collection. Yeah, that's it. After this year, we got Bupkis on the limited edition silver proof set out of San Francisco. Now, they might make one out of West Point, New York. They make one out of Denver, which would be outstanding. Yes, please. Or even Philadelphia. But it doesn't really talk about what's happening going forward, but they should. But that would be really interesting if they did have a continuation on this set. I'd like it. I'd be like, you know the one. Now, what is this set selling for? Well, I'm glad you asked. I tell you, those new meds with the dry mouth, it's awful. All right, here we go. I have here 2025 limited edition silver proof set. And I have here sorting best match. And there's only 14 results, but I don't think I could even find 14 results. I think I found 2 or 3. So yeah, this set's selling for $359.88. What was the retail price on this? $255, right? $255 compared to $375. That's a bargain. And I'll tell you what, I think that this set is probably going to be the most highly coveted limited edition silver proof set in the history of the limited edition silver proof set. That's just my instinct is telling me that. It does hold those highly coveted coins, the Kennedy half dollar and the American Silver Eagle out of San Francisco. Yeah, look at this. I got Bupkis over here as far as the limited edition silver proof sets are concerned. But I tell you, this set, I think these guys are underpricing their limited edition silver proof set here at $359 and $375. And what will they be graded? Right? I mean, imagine if you graded the whole set right there. What would that cost? Probably about $1,000, I would think. Maybe less, maybe 800, somewhere in that range. But that is quite something. We are on the precipice of something really interesting going on at the United States Mint. Whatever happens, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. And this year has just been really fantastic for collectors. Because check this out. The subscription, the product limit on this one is 25,008. Typically, what we see is somewhere between 50 and 40,000. And only recently, in the last couple of years, has the Mint made this set available for subscription. And I got to ask the question, how is it with all these wonderful coins coming out right here? All right. And it's the last year of the American Women quarters too. Let's not forget about that, right? And there's some beautiful designs here. How is it that this is still add to bag for the subscription? I don't even know. And I can't even tell you why. I can only speculate, but maybe it's the price. Yeah, that could probably be it. But there it is, household order limit of 1. It comes out on what, November 7, I believe. Is that the right day? Yeah, no, November 6. What day is that actually? Let's find out here. We're going to go to the so October. Look at the 6 is a Thursday right there. Yeah, so that comes out on a Thursday. That's going to be an interesting day, and I'll probably go live for that one just to see, because it might sell out that very first day. That would be incredible. Now, I've yammered for way too long. Let's go to the plus one action today. Now, this is about food, eating, and drinking. And myself, I don't really eat a whole lot during the week, but on the weekends, man, I go for it. It's like a personal challenge. I probably overindulge way too much, and then I end up paying for it the next morning. So here it is, food, eating, and drinking. It says here, a man can forget absolutely everything except to eat. And when is the proper time to eat? Well, if you're rich, whenever you want. Now, if you're poor, when you can. But remember this is muy importante. More people die from overeating than from undernourishment. That's absolutely true. In fact, I think more people die from obesity than like high blood pressure or even heart attacks or something of that nature. You know what I mean? It's like, ooh, yeah. And remember, after 40 years old, drink is better than food. And I don't mean like alcoholic beverages, right? But drinking is better. Drinking non-alcoholic beverages is better than food. I think that's probably where you were at with that. It's incredible. It really is. And it's so counterintuitive, right? You would think the opposite. And this is a rich country problem. Think about that in the Western world. Now let's bounce over here to 39's Fine, 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. Whoa. Hello. There we go. This is Chicago. Does anybody really know what time it is? And if you do know what time it is, well, that's amazing. That's fantastic. And if you catch my drift there, it's about that time, right? So this has been an awesome video. Hopefully you learned something from this. Hopefully, it's not really a call to action, as this channel is just for collecting, and I get to share my thoughts with you. And I really appreciate you coming to watch this video for this long, because I know I talk way too long sometimes. And here I go, 17 minutes and 5 seconds in. Yeah, that's me talking your ear off. Now, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. What's not free, you ask? Well, it's the membership, and that's going to be $1.99 a month. It's the price of a cheap cup of coffee once a month with me, Stacker. And it works out to about 6.6 cents per video in a 30-day calendar month. So that's not a whole lot of money. It really isn't. Y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Stacker out.